Hello, welcome, and thank you for stopping by. My name is Rabbi Resnick from Congregation Brothers of Joseph in Norwich, Connecticut. In this week's Parshat Tazria, there's a long discussion about the affliction, the nega of tzara'as, which is often translated as leprosy, which is not really an accurate translation. In any case, it does share some similarities with leprosy. So this affliction can affect clothing, the house, the walls of the house, and finally the skin. So there's a long discussion in the Torah in this week's Parsha about how this affliction can be purified and gotten rid of. There's a lot of details. It's very complicated. In one part of the Parsha, the person with saras, with the affliction, with this nega, is shown, goes through a certain process of purification and healing, and is shown to the Kohen, the priest, who is the only one who can pronounce this person pure. And one verse in the Parsha states, "V'im nahanega lo hafach es eino," which means the Kohen looks at the nega, at the affliction, and has not lo hafach es eino. It has not changed its color. In that case, the person is still impure. So the Arizal, Rabbi Yitzchak Luria, the primary Kabbalist who lived in Tzfat in Israel, has a beautiful interpretation of this. And he says, Im hanega lo hafach es eno meaning ayin shalo. To explain this, so the word nega is spelled nun, gimel, ayin. And the ayin comes at the end of the word. So the Arizal is explaining this to mean the affliction has not transformed its ayin, meaning that when the ayin is transformed and placed at the beginning of the word, and the other two letters remain the same, it now spells oneg. Oneg means pleasure and delight, which is the opposite, the polar opposite of nega, of affliction. So in this case, the person has not achieved a profound enough tshuva, repentance, to heal themselves. So in Sefer Yetzirah, which is one of the oldest, most fundamental books of Kabbalah, it says, Ein l'mayla me'oneg, ve'ein l'mata me'nega, which means, Ein l'mayla, there's nothing higher than oneg and nothing lower than affliction. And the commentaries say, there's nothing higher than oneg, meaning if we look to the highest heights, if we focus our consciousness and awareness on the highest spiritual heights, that itself is oneg. That is the greatest pleasure. However, if our consciousness is focused lamata, below, and this physical world and physicality, there's nothing lower than nega. That's an affliction. So I wish us all the greatest success in achieving an awareness of oneg, of pleasure in our lives, spiritual pleasure, and achieving the highest of these levels, and diverting our attention away from nega, from affliction. And we should all do that individually and collectively. And thank you so much for stopping by.